Oh, hello team, welcome back into camp. The objective of this off the flight session is obviously you would have flown today or maybe late last night and coming back this morning. What we want to do is loosen up the body, both upper, lower, and finish with some activation type work. So what you'll need, and you would have got this in your recovery slash activation package, you need your foam roller, you need a lacrosse and a softball, and obviously if you picked up a band or if you have one, you can also use a loop, a 1 inch or half an inch loop, a mini band if you want to do some extra. So at any time, feel free to stop the sesh. You know, if you want to extend on something, etc., etc. This is up to you to take the flow and stop it at the right time. I'm going to give you sort of a 20-25 minutes here flow, and hopefully I won't be leaving the screen too much, and you guys can follow through. So I'll run through the whole thing over the 20-minute period. So let me just get my session plan here, and I'll put some background light music. Here we go. Okay, so first we're gonna start with our foam rolling. Okay, loosening up the T-spine. So here, okay, on your back, mid back to upper back, you're gonna start just rolling. Okay, nice and easy. Okay. And you can start just also extending through. And then slowly you're gonna drop your hips, okay, and extend. Give it a little crunch, okay, move the foam roller a few inches, and again extend. If it's too hard, you can bring your arm across the body. We're gonna find about 5 spots like that. Okay. Don't go further than sort of the rib cage line. 2-3 flexion per spot. Then you're gonna go on your side and get right into the lats. If you want to get right into it. And do the other side. What's critical here, you want some level of discomfort, but you don't want pain here. Okay? Okay, now if you wanted to extend this, I'm not going to do it here, but you could get your lacrosse ball, okay, and get right in here, okay, and now if you got some really sore spot from the long flight, okay, you can move around the arm, etc. So this is when you would pause it, and you can maybe spend a little bit more time. You can also lean against the wall. Don't have an ideal wall here, but you can lean against the wall, standing up, and again, going through here. Okay, so from here, we're gonna go with our cat camel, guys. So here, okay, nice square position. Okay, we're gonna do 5 reps of cat camel, okay? So nice cat. Deep breath. And then slowly you're gonna roll from the upper to lower. Extend as much as you can. Okay. focusing on your breathing as well as pushing your hands into the ground as you are, getting into the cat and camel position. And you can finish with a nice little stretch here. Okay, next one, we're gonna go into our windmill sideline position. So you can use the foam roller, okay? Or you can just rest your knee on the ground. I've got the room here behind the couch. Okay, you're gonna start here, you're gonna go as far as you can. And then you're gonna open up and close back. Again, 5 reps on each side. I don't really have the room behind the couch, but you want to be extending your arm as far as you can, getting a deep breath in and out. See if I can move forward a bit. You can still see me here. And back, one more. And then you're gonna go onto your other side, same thing. Okay, just here, roll out, and this time you can see how far my arm is going. Deep breath out, close the gate. Okay, you want to be trying to keep that hand close to the floor more than I do. Okay, don't want to be have a great shoulder range. Closing, 3 more. Deep breath out. Okay, well done. Okay, next one will be I'll thread the needle. Okay, so here, again, in a square position, you're gonna come down and you're gonna open up, looking at your hand, going across, keeping your hips squared. 5 as well. The other side. Focus on your breathing out. When you're in this end range, up at the top and down at the bottom. Trying to stretch that lat. Okay, the last movement that we're gonna do for the upper body is the wall angel. So either standing against the wall, doing a sort of a chair position. A lot of players, a lot of people start on the floor. So here, try to keep those hands, okay? Hand against the floor, okay? Head on the floor, and then you're gonna go as far as you can, keeping everything against the floor, including your lower back, okay? Yeah, deep breath in and out. Again, we do 5 of those, guys. One more. Really extending, reaching up. Okay, nice. Okay. Now we're going to be a bit more specific with the lower body, doing a little bit of trigger point on the lower body, starting with our 3-point release. Okay, using a softball or a lacrosse ball. Okay, I like to do the glutes with the lacrosse. So here you're gonna find the glute belly, okay, the piriformis, wherever you feel like you might be tight, okay, and we're gonna get on there a good, 20 seconds. You can actively move your leg, if you're finding a tight spot, hold it for 10-15 seconds, no more, then find a little other spot. And again, here, I'm not gonna spend I'm gonna do one side at the right time or duration, and then the other side maybe not as much, so you'll be able to pause the video if you'd like, if you want to spend a little bit more time on an area that you're feeling really tight after sitting for a long time. Okay, so if this is too aggressive, you can obviously use the softball, okay, or you can even foam roll to start with. Okay, then I'm gonna go still on my right side. Okay, I'm gonna go on hip flexor, and then I'm gonna go into the abdominal. Okay, so you can get on the outside here, working on the insertion. And I've got a tight spot, just holding it. And then gonna go, okay, and what I like to do is go into right next to the belly button here to really focus on the hip flexor. And this one, guys, is also really good, obviously, post game or big session. But that's one where focusing on deep breathing in and out is critical. And then you can move it around again. Don't hold it for 30-40 seconds, just 10-15 seconds at the most is enough, okay? And then once you've done that, okay, you might want to stop the video and spend a little bit more time on one side or the other if you know that one side gets tighter than the other. And then do the reverse. And now I'm on my left side, okay, doing the same thing. And again, something that, you might find that you would have spent more time on the upper body. You're not feeling as tight in the lower body, and that's perfectly fine. If you don't feel like you don't have to do everything and you can move forward the video a little bit, that's fine too. But make sure that, you're targeting your big boulders and the area that tend to be weak. Again, I'm gonna get into the anterior chain now. Okay, here. And I'm finishing it off on the front. Again, you might spend more or less time. I want to really insist on that because I'm just on a specific rhythm here to sort of keep the video a little bit, on the tight end in terms of time, but you gotta do what you gotta do here. Again, deep breathing in and out, critical. Okay, after that, we're gonna go and focus on our foam rolling, sort of the lower, the thighs, right? So this one, not as important when you're coming off the flight unless you played the previous day, which you might want to do. Otherwise, not as important if you don't have a lot of lower limb like soreness, tightness coming off the flight. Not as important as the hips, the back, but might help in terms of releasing, some of that tightness in the upper part of the body. So, quad, okay, you can go inside, obviously on the front as well, and if you want, you can go in the TFL, okay, on the outside. Again, not a massive emphasis, I would say, for this. That's really if you want to, you're feeling tight. Okay, same, you could do the hamstring, okay, but I'd say the more important part is coming up. Your groin might get tight too, so I'm going to do the groin right after. One area that's key is the calf and ankle, because that's where a lot of the pooling, swelling can happen. The blood is not coming back, so we'll be focusing on that. But if you want to still do as well the adductors, okay? I really like that one, which is going on the side here and going right in there, right on the insertion, especially right around the insertion here. Deep massage, okay? That's one of my favorite for sure. I do get tight around there from long seatings, so you might not be in the same boat. Okay, so now we're focusing on the calf. Okay, so calf, I would always start with the foam roller, and then you can evolve towards the a ball, a bit more of an aggressive. So I like to keep my other foot on the foam roller, which helps me guide it and offload the weight if I'm really tight, So here, don't forget, usually I'm more tight in the lower part, sort of the soleus, but some of you might be more around the gastroc, more at the top. So find the tight spot and work it off. Again, 30 seconds, okay? Then come on to the other side. Same thing, foot on the foam roller. That's how I like to do it. Some people are more, like to do that. Might offload better. And if you really want to go hard at it, okay, put your leg on the other side. You can apply extra pressure on it. Okay, that works well as well. Okay, once I've done that, once or twice in 30 seconds, okay, you can go and use your ball, okay, and get right in there as well. Okay, this is more specific, okay, again, 30 seconds on either side, depending how tight you are. And then finally, you can use a lacrosse, but if you have a golf ball or a tennis ball, you can also use it depending on, and I would roll my foot as well, just to also loosen up the structure over there, and make sure that everything is loose after, sitting for such a long period of time and being tight, or after a game even. Some aspects that we'll cover up in another session. So again, don't be overly aggressive, at least to start with, okay? Because that can make more damage than you want. So, be gentle on that side of thing, okay? All right. Okay, now we've done most of our stationary type work. We are now going to focus a bit more on our dynamic mobility. and then we'll do a little bit of an activation circuit, which in the end we're now at 20 minutes. I would say it'll be more around the 30-35 minute mark once we are all done and said. Okay, so something you're really familiar with, we're gonna go world greatest stretch. Okay, so if I'm coming on this side, okay, what I like to focus on when I'm doing the world greatest stretch, okay, back leg fully extended to get that full hip extension. Okay, so you're getting here on that side a nice hip flexor stretch. Okay, then you can rock back and forth. You're getting a nice ankle glider as well. Okay, gentle ankle glider. If you want, you can bring your hips in and out. You can get the hips going as well. Okay, which is nice for hip mobility. Okay, once you've spent about 15 seconds, okay, I want to see 3 nice rotation, keeping your hips squared. Okay, and then you're gonna sit back, okay, and get the hamstring. Okay, deep breath out, put the knee down. Okay, change side, same thing. Okay, nice back leg extended. Okay, rocking back and forth, try to keep that back straight, push that hand into the ground so you're keeping your spine straight. Again, I can go and roll my hip back and forth. Okay, and then I'm gonna give myself 3 rotation here, and a sit back. Okay, I'm feeling nice and loose. Okay, I'm gonna go into my downward dog, cobra pigeon. Okay, so again, a classic in the yoga world. Not the most flexible guy, so keeping my lower back or my upper back nice and straight. Okay, I'm gonna give it as much as I can. Give some calf pumps here. Okay, 8 to 10 pumps. Then I'm gonna get into a nice push-up position. Okay, push up, extension. If it's too hard, you gotta lock your lower back. You can put your knee down, okay, but don't compensate with your lower back. Okay, you're gonna look over, and then bring into a nice pigeon position. Okay, leg across, you'll see it better on the other side. Now you can fall into the side and come back. I'm gonna do the other side. Same thing. And this is gonna get us ready for hip stretch 90-90 that's coming up after. Okay? Great stuff, guys. Okay, next one, just a hamstring one. Okay, if you have a mini band, or sorry, a big band, you can use the big band. But this one, okay, here, grabbing my knee behind my leg, okay, everything nice and tight against the floor, okay, and now, okay, toes towards the face, head down. I didn't have my head down, but head down, okay, keep that leg, that down leg on the floor extended, no cheating there. As soon as you're bending your knee, everything becomes easier. As soon as you furrow your foot, becomes easier as well. Okay? We're gonna do 8 to 10 reps. Okay, and then change side. I'm tighter on this side. Okay, great stuff. Okay, next one will be our hip 90-90. Okay, so you're gonna get your hips at 90 degrees at the front and the back. Okay, here. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna come forward towards the front knee. You're gonna come through the middle and then you're gonna come through the backside. Okay, then you're gonna rotate this leg, and you do the same on the other side. Okay, we're gonna do 2 on each side. So first lift up that leg, okay, as far as you can before you're coming out with the other side. Good. Okay, next one, to finish off, we're gonna go our ankle gliders or knee to wall. Okay, so I'm gonna come over here. Okay, just simple. Okay, knee to wall, focusing on the front leg. You're gonna come as close as you can and come back. So ankle mobility. Okay, 8 to 10 depending on how you feel. If you've got a big band, you can wrap the band coming from the back to sort of get a bit more range. You can find something to attach it in your hotel room. Okay, nicely done. And we'll do the other side. You can roll the knee as well if you want. Hard to see from here, but if I was doing it here, okay, you could come here and then you can roll it, get the range right. Okay, from here as well. You can see it, or you can come inside, outside, straight. Okay, so 8 to 10 on each side. Once you've done that, we're pretty much done for mobility, and now we're gonna finish with our activation circuit, which is 2 sets of 5 exercises to sort of get the body back fired up. Which involves some hips, core type work. Okay, so first one, okay, we're gonna go glute march. That's the 6 aside, okay, nice and easy. So here, arm across the body, okay, get into a bridge position, hips nice and high, okay, squared, engage the core, and now you're coming 6 aside, okay? Control them slow, keep the hips high, avoid the movement, get the arms across the chest, okay, that's 4 per side now, 2 more per side. Good, okay, next one is our lunge and reach, okay, so what I like to do when I do a lunge and reach, I like to do a knee hug before. You can even get your ankle going. Okay, you're gonna come here, and then now you can reach. Okay, first I like to do this one, where I'm reaching straight up. Okay, we're gonna go 5 aside. Okay, so straight up. Then you can change. You can get a rotation in. Okay, nice rotation to the other side, rotate, that's 2 per side. Okay, come here, go towards the back leg, nice and high. Make sure when you're coming back strong, okay, not wobbly. Okay, go for my 4th, I'm going to do a rotation again. And I'll finish again for my 5th rep with a nice reach. Objective here also is to get a bit of a sweat going now. Okay, next one is the bird dog. Okay, so here, squared position. Okay, and again, 5 reps, quality reps. In the hip square, that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing's rushed. The other side. 3, 4, 5. Okay, great. Next one, we're gonna go side to side lateral lunge with a rotation. Okay, so I'm gonna face you guys here. Okay, here, gonna go to the side, reach towards the opposite side, open up. Glide across, reach to the opposite side, open up. Okay, I'm gonna go 5 of these as well. That's 3, 4 on each side. One more. Okay, good stuff. Our last one before we start repeating the circuit. Okay, and then that'll be it. Okay, it's going to be an RDL, a single leg RDL with an opposite toe touch. Okay, so here I'm going to go as far as I can. And now, okay, I'm coming, touching, keeping my hips squared. Come back up, you can finish with a knee drive. Okay, we just do 4 of these, only 4 of these, keeping that leg as straight as you can, pushing the hips back to get a nice hinge. Okay, I'm gonna do one more, and then change side. Okay, here. Feel nice and tall. You can even reach with the opposite hand if you want to make it harder. There we go. Okay, and now we're back into our glute march. Okay, and this is the last of our sesh. Okay, so here, back to 6 reps of these. Okay, up, not too fast. Okay, keeping the hips squared, nice and high. Good stuff. It's 2 more reps per side now. Okay, next one will be our lunge and reach. Okay, 5 per side, lunge and reach. This time, can be a bit more dynamic now. Okay, unless you're feeling really tight. Otherwise, try to be a bit more dynamic in your work. So you're getting that body back to square one. Okay. I'm going to give it another rotation on my 4th rep here. And I'll finish off with a reach again. Make sure you lock that pelvis here when you're reaching. Okay? Don't arch your back. Okay. So I'm back on the bird dog. Again, 5 aside. Same thing. Okay? Here. That's 3. Don't kick up. Kick back as far as you can. Feel as tall as you can. Change side. Draw the hips together. That's 3, 4, 5. Now we're going into our side to side reach, okay? One more on each side. Focus on loading the hip. There we go. Okay, last one, RDL. Okay, so feeling nice and tall. And we go 4 per side. Try not to roll the foot out. Keep that 3-point touch with the foot. Big toe, little toe, and heel. Okay? Very important. The other side. And then guys, that'll be it. Okay, all right, that's it for a recovery session. I hope you're feeling better after those 35 minutes that we spent together. Obviously, there's other mode of recovery that you can use, such as the Normatec, a nice warm shower before you go to bed, just to relax. We don't have access to massages, so that's why this is so important. We can't go to the pool until this is done. So obviously, if you're still feeling tight in some areas, take the time on this, because tomorrow is another day, and hopefully tomorrow is a training day. So we want to make sure that you're back and leveled for that first training session. All right, looking forward to see you all. Bye.